Okay, so if you just introduce yourself.
My name is Chris Shasso. I write for j.w.anderson. I'm also a graphic designer and art director.
How are you finding London collections for men?
Really good. Unfortunately, I haven't attended too many shows just because I'm busy with work, but I just went backstage here at Oliver Spencer to do an interview with Ollie.
How did that go?
Really nice guy. It's about an hour late during the interview, but he's a really nice guy.
Welcome to fashion.
Yeah,
what was his message? What was his message? Message.
I was just asking what his inspiration was for this this collection, and it's Joseph Beuys, a German artist. And of course, Ollie likes to make things very practical. Doesn't look at other brands or whatever. Just make things which are true to his philosophy, but also that a real guy, normal guy can wear.
This being only the second London collection, how do you feel men are adopting fashion nowadays in the 21st century?
Well, do you know what? I've noticed that a lot of guys are becoming more savvy, whether that's down to the internet. But brands are kind of upscaling, making more kind of, I want to say, tailored options, and I personally like that. Yeah. And of course, yeah, like I said, like younger guys can just, you know, they know style and they kind of grew up with it, whereas in the past they probably didn't have that.
I'm 33, I still find a lot of my friends still aren't really interested in fashion. No, it's still like, although what I'm noticing in this these past couple of days is that it's still very much a clique, and it's still very cyclical in terms of you're interested in fashion, I'm interested in fashion, but how do we go about spreading that word to the masses? So not necessarily the masses, but just spreading the word slightly. Yeah,
no, good question. I know what you mean, because a lot of my mates, they're not as into it as I am, but I think it just takes time. Probably more so if you have brands which offer things which are very down to earth and practical, so that they can actually feel they can wear it, rather than the outlandish stuff where they're like, well, you know, what's that about? So if things which are more accessible, but at the same time has longevity, because I think what men are appreciating is things which are good quality, well priced, but will last you. It's not throwaway fashion, I think, in menswear. You want something to last, you want something to mix and match. It's not just one outfit, it's something which you can recycle over and over, and it doesn't go out of fashion, if you see what I mean. That's my feeling.
Chris, I think you summed that up perfectly. Thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.
Can we just ask one question?
Sure.
The moustache.
Yes.
How long did it take to get this?
Well, I've been growing my beard and moustache for about a year and a half.
Right.
I do get it trimmed every so often, so I just go to barbers and get it trimmed. It is a labour of love.
Right.
But of course...
what does your partner think of this labour of love?
Really like it.
Oh,
really like it. Do you know what? So when I started growing it, I realised, why did I never grow a beard before? A couple of years ago I did have a moustache, kind of spilled on from Movember, but since having the beard, it's basically become part of me. I get a lot more attention. Like, for example, last year I was photographed by Jonathan Price, who did the 100 Beards project.
Wow.
If you haven't seen it, check it out, because it's very good. If you like beards, that's the place to go. And yeah, so it's a good conversation starter, because a lot of people talk about the beard, and
so the man that's not so confident in trying to get a man or a woman, you would definitely say grow a
beard. Yeah.
Brilliant.
The thing is, I do have to say, some guys can and some can't.
Yeah.
That of course is. No, I'm not saying that you can't.
Is that saying I can't?
No.
Some guys can't. But of course, if I respect if they try, because at least they are trying.
Yes.
The point is, if you recognise that you can't, or you can't get an achieved look, because it is a look.
Yeah.
And of course, if you're doing it just because it's trendy, then you have to kind of just be like, well, I can't do it, fair enough.
Set your limitations.
Yes, but you know, at the same time, once you do start growing the beard, you get an idea of how it suits you, and of course, then you can customize it. You can shape it different ways. You can trim it. You can work the moustache in different ways.
Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.